Hey there, this is episode 63 of React to WatchMojo, and today we are reacting to the top 10 live rock albums. And yeah, this is of course a band that makes a record, but it is of course past or yeah, just previous material they have released with studio albums, and they just doing that live, or they're doing a live album cover. So maybe they cover an album live, like one of their favorite albums they do live, from another band, or maybe they do one of their own, um, one of their own live albums, or one of their own studio albums, and they're performing that live. But WatchMojo is, I think, talking of course a band that has put together their best work and recorded that live and made an album out of that. So that is basically what WatchMojo means with the top 10 live rock albums, I believe. Some predictions are Roundhouse Stage by Opeth, Octane Twisted by Porcupine Tree. Some more good stuff. Seattle 89 by Metallica, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think that is an album, but there we are. That was just a concert. Of course, Live at Leeds by The Who, great fucking live album. Made in Japan by Deep Purple, amazing. More. I believe, how's that band called again? Cheap Trick, but I don't know the album. Or I forgot. More. Bullet in the Bible from Green Day. I thought that was pretty great, a great live album. More stuff. Yeah, I'm not pretty sure, but Live in LA by Def, great live album. Yeah, stuff like that. I can't think of a lot, and of course the thumbnail is Led Zeppelin, but I forgot the album name, the live album name. I believe that they have released this album like 30 years after their prime, after they stopped, after John Bonham passed away. Of course, they have released that album 30 years later. So, but we're gonna see. I'm curious, and yeah, let's just start the video. Of course, MTV Unplugged. How could I forget that album?
If you never got to see your favorite band in concert, then these may be the next best thing.
Yeah, of course, you never can get that feeling when you were really there. Of course, that is impossible. But I mean, having a live album that is, like what Mojo said, the second best thing. Excuse me for a bit.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 live rock albums.
Yeah, Cheap Trick. It sounds pretty good.
We'll only be looking at standout live musical albums that work in their own right, rather than just serving as a soundtrack to a live film.
Simon and Garfunkel. I mean, it is very simplistic music, but it just works, man. It just works, and that is what it's all about on the fuck. How do you say it? On or in? On the end of the day. Yeah, amazing. They have just that. They just can create an atmosphere around their entire concert with just one guitar and two vocalists. I mean, Simon and Garfunkel are probably the only two people who can do that, but yeah, very special stuff.
We're excluding those that are more famous as concert performances captured for video or DVD.
The Allman Brothers, I believe.
Number 10, at Filmore
Got him.
East, the Allman Brothers Band.
The Allman Brothers Band. Oh, almost, but yeah, great record. I mean, it has that psychedelic, great, ominous, flowing. It is just a great album, man. From everything I've just said, yeah, it is a classic. It is, yeah, just a great live rock album.
Despite being viewed as an average set of nights by the band, this live album is considered by many to be the group's finest hour.
And it is not even a studio album.
Following 2 albums and 300 live dates in 1970, the Allmans wanted to give the people at home a taste of what they were all about. Although released as a double LP, At Filmore East contains a mere 7 songs, including a 23-minute take of Whipping Post. It was a quick seller, unlike their slow-burning studio outings, and topped out at number 13 on the Billboard Top Pop Albums chart.
Eric Frampton, I believe his first name is Eric, but I can be wrong about that. Yeah, I mean, I'm a bit mixed about him. He is a good guitarist though. Not the biggest fan of his voice, but yeah, I mean, the guy's iconic. He has made a great live record. Not the biggest fan of him, but there we are.
Number 9, Frampton
Peter Frampton.
comes alive. Peter Frampton. While Peter Frampton's studio offerings held steady sales figures, he was far from a household name in the mid-70s. All of that changed when this monster was let loose, selling 50,000 copies on day 1. To date, it has sold over 11 million copies.
Damn. And that is a live album.
By his label bosses as outrageously better live, Frampton had additional shows recorded and expanded the album into a double one after the music was deemed too damn good for a single disc.
I mean, it sounds good. I have to take. Maybe I have to make more listens to get used to Peter Frampton's voice, because it is a bit in the way for me. But yeah, I mean, it sounds great. The arrangements, yeah, just everything sounds great.
Frampton Comes Alive spent 10 weeks on the top of the albums chart and was still charting over a year later, spawning 3 top 20 hits.
Alive by Kiss, yeah, not the biggest Kiss fan. You can say this album is greater, this live album. I don't blame you, but I'm just not a Kiss fan. I mean, especially Gene Simmons, who tries to trademark this shit. Fuck off, man.
Number 8, Alive, Kiss.
Yeah, very overrated band, but yeah, I mean, they've made a great live album, so yeah, there we are.
Although absolutely huge live, The band's album sales never really reflected this. This, fans explain, was because the albums didn't reflect the band as a live entity. It seems the Kiss Army was right, as Alive provided both the band and their record label with their first top 10 album, putting them very much on the map. Although it was also rife with accusations of post-show studio tinkering, Gene Simmons has denied these claims by stating that the band's budget would not have allowed it.
Yeah, just everything Gene Simmons does, just fuck off, man.
Number 7.
Way better.
How the West Was Won, Led Zeppelin.
I mean, this fucking destroys Kiss. Just fuck Gene Simmons, Led Zeppelin for life.
Although the band's concert film, The Song Remains the Same, is hugely popular too, this triple live record is all killer, no filler. Recorded over a pair of dates in California in 1972, How the West Was Won debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 31 years after the band left the stage.
How many years?
31 years after the band left the stage.
Damn. So that was 1982. Yeah. Right? No, wrong. 1972. Yeah, right.
Uncovered, dusted off, and remastered by guitarist Jimmy Page, the set showcases Led Zepp at their peak and has been widely cited as one of the best live albums ever.
Yeah, I'm not sure because their other album, The Song Remains the Same, it's pretty great as well, so they're pretty tied together, but I just really love some songs here and there, and I think that How the West Was Won is a better album overall, but The Song Remains the Same has some of the greatest songs. So I think that maybe you think it is wrong, but that's my opinion. Still, just a flawless live album, man. Amazing. Yeah, of course, MTV Unplugged by Nirvana. I mean, how could have I forget this album? How could I?
Number 6, MTV Unplugged in New York, Nirvana.
Should have been. No, great record.
Kurt Cobain's suicide. The performance captured on this album seems, in retrospect, almost like a farewell tribute to the frontman.
In a way. Like he knew he wanted to end it and thought to himself, just make a mellow acoustic MTV Unplugged farewell. Yeah, that was actually pretty smart of Kurt Cobain to leave Nirvana with that. But yeah.
Packed with Nirvana hits, the band's setlist also included a number of covers about death or mental health, including David Bowie's The Man Who Sold the World.
Amazing cover, man. I've actually never heard the original of David Bowie, so if you want me to do that, let me know. But yeah, the cover of Nirvana, it is amazing. It just makes me so relaxed to hear it. And that ponytail of Dave Grohl, yeah. Rock on, man, rock on. This is... I recognize this stage, but I'm not sure.
Number 5, Live Rust, Neil Young and Crazy Horse.
Oh, let's see. Looks a bit strange, but...
previous live offering, time fades away. Live Rust was gold certified in 1980 and topped out at number 15 on the Billboard Pop Albums chart.
Sounds alright though, but
In a move only Young could make, the album is made of a collection of US shows he put on while touring in support of Rust Never Sleeps.
sounds alright though, but maybe not for me.
Which was ironically another album that was mostly recorded live. Backed by Crazy Horse, this set is rough, rocking, and ragged, which is just as it should be.
Yeah, Rolling Stones have toured with someone else, which is gonna be on here later, I think, because they just blew the Rolling Stones completely away. So they're probably gonna be higher. But yeah, get your Yayas out. Pretty damn solid live album.
Number 4, Get Your Yayas Out, the Rolling Stones in concert.
But yeah, of course, the bands that came after them just blew them away.
Stones. Released partly in response to a widely distributed bootleg, Liver Than You'll Ever Be, this set became the first live LP to hit number 1 on the UK charts. It also topped out at number 6 in the United States. Recorded during their live 1969 return to live performances, the majority of the album's tracks come from the band's two-night stand at Madison Square Garden.
Get my name. Oh yeah.
Notable as the first Stones album to feature co-guitarist Mick Taylor in full, the tour during which Get Your Yayas Out was recorded also saw the likes of B.B. King, Chuck Berry, and Ike and Tina Turner as opening acts.
Oh, great live record. Cheap Trick?
Number 3,
Yes, it
Cheap
is.
Trick at Budokan, Cheap Trick. And now, the very definition of big in Japan. Mildly successful in the US, and the go-to opening act for many bigger names, Cheap Trick was inexplicably popular in Japan, despite having never toured the country. The band finally did arrive in the land of the rising sun. They were greeted with a Beatlemania-like reception.
The
Intended as a Japanese-only release, the live album Cheap Trick at Budokan gained serious ground in North America as an import. It sold more than 3 million units, hit number 4 on the US charts, and struck number 1 on the Canadian charts.
That sounds pretty good.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
At Folsom Prison, an absolute classic. Rest in peace to Johnny Cash, of course, but yeah. At Folsom Prison, one of his best, and it is not even a studio album, and he has like 90 fucking albums, so there we are.
Number 2, at Folsom Prison, Johnny Cash.
I hear the train a-coming, it's rolling around the bend.
Was he rock? No. Was he a rock star? Oh, yes.
I'm
Oh,
stuck in
yes.
Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on.
Johnny Cash had wanted to perform at a prison ever since releasing Folsom Prison Blues in 1955. But the idea wouldn't be greenlit until a change of record label staff in 1967.
But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die.
And with drugs flushed from his system, the Man in Black knew his audience and delivered a set loaded with songs dealing with prison, murder, hard crimes, and tough times.
Made a good run, but I run too slow. They overtook me down in Juarez, Mexico.
The album was a country #1 and a crossover top 15 hit, reigniting Pasha's career and eventually selling 3 million copies.
Had no friend for to go my way.
Deservingly so.
They slapped my died carcass in the county jail.
Before we unveil our top
Yeah,
pick,
great record.
here are a few honorable mentions.
Eagles live, no. Like the fucking only song they know. Fuck off. The concert in Central Park by Simon and Garfunkel. Pretty good. When they of course had broke up and... Or they had reunited, I think. Amazing. Live in Australia with the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra by Elton John. When he had that weird haircut, but yeah, it was pretty amazing. I mean, it's so touching, man, how he plays the piano. Such a talented singer-songwriter. Live at the Apollo by James Brown and the Famous Flames. What the fuck? Made in Japan by Deep Purple. What the fuck is this doing on here? It deserves to be in the top 10. WatchMojo, what the fuck? That is bullshit right there. I mean, that is one great record, man. You cannot leave that off the list. That is bullshit, man. I mean, how? How can you do that? Just no. Under a Blood Red Sky by U2. Yeah, I mean they do it better on their albums, in my opinion, but yeah, it was solid. I'm like headbanging to one of the softest bands on there. Yeah, my logic. Yeah, great song. But yeah, of course, very obvious #1.
Number 1, live at Leeds, The Who.
Try to put us down. Yeah, I mean they just fucking blew the Rolling Stones away, man. I mean, get your yayas out. It is by any means, or not by any means, a bad album. It is pretty great. But yeah, Live at Leeds just fucking destroys that album. Best live album ever.
Loud, raucous, and hard-charging. This is the live album by which all live albums are, or should be, judged.
Yeah. Yeah, The Who is fucking amazing.
After Pete Townsend ordered several tapes of recordings of live shows they had done in the US in the late 1960s, The Who took to the campus of the University of Leeds to find material for their first live EP. In February of 1970, The Who delivered and recorded a blistering set of covers alongside the band's own classics that eventually became the legendary Live at Leeds.
Magic Bus. Such a flawless disc, man. Live at Leeds never dies. Amazing. So flawless, man. If you want me to do that album, bang, a 10. It is amazing.
The venue has since been declared a national landmark, owing directly to the historical importance of the LP, which is often considered one of the best live rock albums
Ever. That is probably why it is number 1, but there we are. Yeah, truly deservingly so, number 1.
Do you agree with our list?
Easy.
What's your favorite live album?
Yeah, I mean, Live in Montreal, it is iconic, but I think that Queen does it better on their studio albums, in my opinion, of course. Yeah, because probably the live shows of Queen is just Freddie Mercury. It is just a solo act, in my opinion, because he is just so upfront, and that is a good thing. But you just can't hear the rest of the band anymore, and that is a bit of a shame. So that is my opinion. Maybe you disagree, but let me know.
For more
But still, great live rock album.
adrenaline fueled top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Yeah. I mean, Live at Budokan from Cheap Trick is probably their best album, and it is a fucking live album, so there we are.
Subscribe to .com.
Yeah, that list was pretty good. Of course, Live at Leeds was number 1. I mean, yeah, that is just very obvious, but yeah, I enjoyed the list. Most of the picks I would check out, and of course, I have listened to number 1. Listen to it, you would not regret it. It is amazing. But yeah, that was the video. Let me know what your list is of the best live album. Not per se rock, but it can also be metal. So yeah. Let me know, and maybe I'm definitely gonna react to it or comment to it, because I'm interested in your comment, in your own lists, what you thought of the video. So yeah, let me know that, and I will comment to it, react to it, stuff like that. But yeah, that was the video. Thank you for watching. I'm a bit tired, so I'm gonna sleep. Yeah, thank you for watching. God bless, stay safe. And take care. And of course, have a nice day.